Welcome to the Unapologetic Man Podcast, the only podcast that's all about self-improvement, confidence, success, women, and being a man without making any apologies for it. What is up, gentlemen? Thank you for tuning in to another episode of the UMP. Happy Thursday. I hope this week has been treating you well, and I want to ask you, what are you going to do this weekend if you see a really hot girl, a girl who you would love to take out on a date and, yes, brother, have sex with? What are you going to do? Do you feel like you have the skill set that's necessary to approach her, attract her, get her phone number? And do you know what to do if she doesn't text you anymore and how to get her back in? This is the question I want you guys asking yourself. Have you worked on yourself enough to be prepared that when she walks around that corner, you have to be on, like you're on camera, like you're on audio, like you're on it? Are you ready to be that guy? Are you ready to get her attracted to you? If you're not, brother, I have a 3-month coaching program that will give you that skill set to be able to attract any woman on command, any girl, anytime, anywhere. You can roll up to her, get her attracted to you on command, flip attraction hot switches inside her psychology so that she wants to give you your phone number and go on a date with you later. All of which I'm going to talk about in this episode today. But I honestly wonder why a lot of you guys are settling for results that are less than what you really want, even if you are good with women, which is going to pertain to a testimonial that I'm going to read right now about that very 3-month coaching program. So as I'm reading this, I kind of want you to question, why haven't I gotten the skill set to be able to attract the caliber of women that I really want? What is it inside of me that's preventing me from doing so? Am I afraid? Do I have too much pride to admit that perhaps I do need some help? Are the girls I'm getting just good enough? And yeah, I'll just settle for them because I'm too damn lazy to put effort and perhaps even money into investing in myself to get this part of my life fixed. Got to be real with yourself, bro, because if you haven't applied yet, I honestly don't understand why not. I have a 10 magnet production facility where I load you in the front and 3 months later, you come out being able to attract women on command because of that perfect mixture of NLP, neuro-linguistic programming, where we deal with the bullshit inside your head, and the tactical portion of how to deal with women, female psychology, what to talk about, how to get her attracted to you, how to ask for the phone number or Instagram, which is actually going to be my podcast that I record on Thursday, how to take her on a date, how to physically escalate, and how to close the deal. I don't understand why you haven't applied yet if you haven't. So again, I want you to think about, what if I could get the same results that Ben got? And this is what Ben said. Last thing I want to say is I got my green card last year, so I was able to finally travel in September, and I went back to Finland to visit for the first time since I moved to New York 4 years ago. And all my friends in Finland who haven't seen me in 4 years told me how much I've changed, how confident I am, especially with girls. As you know, I was always really good with girls, but now I'm 10 times better. And even with Finnish girls who are known to be much harder to get, I pulled girls over there like I never did before, and everyone around me was absolutely beside themselves with shock. I'm a better Ben than I was before, and I have you to thank for it. Thank you, CoachMarkSing. You have the best dating program, and I am 100% convinced that your program is the best out there for self-development and attracting women, in my opinion. Your Finnish brother, Ben. Ben, thank you so much, man. Gentlemen, I am open to you. Put in your applications. Let's talk. You're going to get me personally, and let's see if we can get the same results for you that we got for Ben. One final question for you. What would it be like if you got to the end of your life with regrets, laying on your deathbed wondering, what if I had just gotten that part of my life fixed? Wondering about all those girls that you let walk away because you were too cowardly to approach them. You didn't know what to say to them. You didn't have enough confidence in both yourself and your ability to attract them at will. What if that happens? I don't know about you, brother, but that is not a reality that I will even entertain for a second, which is why I got my life fixed in this way. And it's why I've worked with over 5,000 clients that also got their lives fixed and who are all attracting women on command, and who a vast majority have already settled down with their dream woman. I get emails all the time, just like the one I got from Ben, praising the efficacy of this very program. Can't guarantee it's going to be around forever, brother. You need to shit or get off the pot, because I honestly feel that an opportunity like this comes around once in a generation. Yes, I know that sounds arrogant, but that's how much I believe in it. Apply today and let's talk. Wouldn't you agree it's at least worth a conversation? Perhaps you've never thought of investing in a dating coach. Perhaps it's something you should explore. If you're not getting the girls that you want, the best thing you could do is invest in coaching, just like you would with a golf coach, a baseball coach, a public speaking coach, whatever it is. Getting a coach to point you up the mountain is, in my opinion, the smartest thing you can do to get yourself to that level that I know all you guys want to arrive to. All right, with all that fluffing of my own feathers out of the way, with all that going down Flex Avenue behind us, let's talk about what you do when a girl doesn't text you back. Now, I'm not going to just give you the template and tell you to fucking scram, beat it, kick rocks with your head down, and good luck with that template. I want you to really understand how it is that attraction works and why it is that she stopped texting you. So we have to understand that attraction is a spectrum. From the moment you open her to the moment you sleep with her, let's say, or you could say even the moment she falls in love with you, all that's in the middle is attraction. The more attraction you get, the more likely it is she's going to sleep with you, the more likely it is she's going to fall in love with you. So we can look at it as a point A to a point Z kind of venture. And from those points, you're traveling along a spectrum. Now, as we go through that spectrum of attraction, you're able to do different things with that attraction. Have you guys ever had a girl that was insanely attracted to you? Or some of you, have you even had a girl that was somewhat attracted to you? Fortunately, most of the guys who listen to this podcast are pretty good with girls as it is, but they want to get a lot better. So I'm sure every single one of you guys has had at least a girl somewhat attracted to you. How much compliance do you think you could get from that girl? If you asked her to do you a favor, do you think she would have done it? Probably. If you asked her to do you an even bigger favor, do you think she would have done it? Probably. The more attraction, the more compliance. What is texting back and forth? It's essentially compliance. How much is she complying, meaning buying into your frame, with you texting back and forth with her? A lot, especially if she agrees to go on a date with you. So we understand that compliance, meaning her willing to do things for you, her willing to participate with you in a conversation or even a dating scenario, is equal to attraction. I want to reiterate that because it's so important. Compliance equals attraction. The more attraction you have, the more compliance you have. And we need a lot of compliance for her to A, give us her phone number, B, text us back, and C, go on a date with us. So going back to that alphabet analogy, A being approach and Z being you sleeping with her, we have all those letters in between, don't we? A, B, C, D, all the way up to Z. Well, you can look at it as, if I can get enough attraction to get me to D, like Delta, I could get a phone number. But you need to get to H level of attraction, H like hotel, to get a text back. Then you need to get to M in order to get a date out of her. So basically what I'm saying is you start at A and you need to get to M on the spectrum of the alphabet, which is, let's say, about halfway through the alphabet, in order to get a first date. What's happening is you may be getting a phone number. Say you get it off Tinder, say you get it in person at a nightclub, a party, a supermarket, your penis enlargement appointment, whatever it is, you yanked the phone number. You got a little bit of attraction, but you didn't get enough attraction to get a really good texting conversation going. She texted you back, but then the texting conversation dropped off, didn't it? So the real issue is attraction. If a woman drops off while you're texting with her, the issue is she isn't attracted enough to you. Whether it was you made a small mistake during the first conversation, you don't know how to flip attraction hot switches on demand, which is exactly what I teach my clients to do so they don't run into this problem anymore, but you don't know how to do that really well. So she stops texting with you, she has ho-hum answers, and then suddenly she ghosts you. What the problem was, again, was not enough attraction. We need to get a certain amount of traction to get the phone number. We need to get more attraction than that to get a text back, more attraction than that to get a good conversation going, even more attraction than that to get a first date set up, and yes, even more attraction than that for her to show up to the date. So we need, as I said, about M amount of attraction, if we're looking at the spectrum as an alphabet, to get the girl to text back and forth with us, go on a date with us. In my opinion, especially if you have all the skills and fundamentals that I teach in my program, once you get her on the date, it's easy. I used to say, dude, once she's on the date, it's over. Easy peasy. The hardest part is getting enough attraction in that first conversation, or worse yet, over Tinder, Bumble, Hinge, in order to get her to agree to that date, which is also why I prefer cold approach. Although I also teach heavily on the dating apps and I significantly improve my guys' results on the dating apps because those two are a necessary way to fill up the top of your funnel. But a lot of you guys will see I'm on the dating apps and I get these ho-hum, lack of effort replies from these chicks and I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Well, you're not really doing anything wrong. It's just your pictures aren't good enough. You're not communicating the 5 essentials that I teach my clients in my program that you have to communicate through your pictures. The messages that you're doing are lame. So you're just doing a lot of low value things that makes her reply to you in a ho-hum way. Not to piss in your river, bro. Not to launch a 50-foot rope of diarrhea into your morning coffee. But honestly, if she's giving you ho-hum answers and then ghosting you after 3 to 4 exchanges, is because you're in the dugout and she's holding you in reserve in case her number one choice falls through. It's the reality of the situation. I hate to bum you out. I hate to piss in your river, but that's what's happening. You are doing something that's showing her that you're not the alpha. You're not up to snuff. You're not getting enough attraction from her. So honestly, brother, you need to hit mid-season form, show your quality, and go from the backyard to the bigs and join my fucking program so this stops happening to you. But the reason why she stopped texting with you, the reason why she's no longer interested is there wasn't enough attraction. Done, set, nothing more to say about that. That is always the reason. Of course, there's other reasons where her ex-boyfriend came into the mix, her job pissed her off, her boss yelled at her, her mom fucking got unceremoniously launched out of the city by a catapult. There's always life circumstances that prevent her from wanting to hang out with you or text with you. But again, dude, if there's enough attraction, I don't care if her entire family got unceremoniously launched out of catapult into the Atlantic Ocean and they all died because they froze to death and got eaten by some sperm whales. If there's enough attraction, she's going to still talk to you. She's going to be like, oh, you know, my mom got launched out of a catapult into the side of a building and now it's smeared like a pancake and they're scraping her off with a spatula as we speak. So anyway, what are you doing tonight? If there's enough attraction, I swear to God, they'll do anything. Now, obviously, I use an extreme example. I'm trying to make you laugh, but it's true, bro. If she stopped texting you, there simply wasn't enough attraction. So what do we do? What we do is the black hole template. The whole reason you clicked into this in the first place. The black hole template goes like this. You text her, she texts you. You text her, she texts you. You text her, then she stops texting you. My first question is, do you reply and follow up with her and double text her? Fuck to the no. If you're doing that, smack yourself on the head so hard when the concussion hits, your fucking teeth fly out of your mouth because you're an idiot. Never, ever, under any circumstance, double text a chick. Did you see my last text? So anyway, as we were talking about, so like, did you want to hang out or not? You don't do it, dude. If you text her and she doesn't text you back, she's done. You're putting her on ice. She has just earned her ticket into the jail cell as far as you're concerned, and you're done with her. Throw away the key. Goodbye. If she follows up with you again, of course, you can start texting with her again. What I recommend is kind of punishing her, waiting a little bit of a while to text her back. That's a different episode, but the black hole template is like this. Basically speaking, she stops texting you, you stop texting her for 2 weeks. 2 weeks, gentlemen, not a day before. Why? Because we need to show her that we're not chasing her. We don't care that she dropped off. We are not butthurt about what she did. She fucked up and it's her bad. You are the prize. She's the one submitting the application. During those 2 weeks, you don't text her, you don't communicate with her, she's on ice. Then after 2 weeks, you write her this. So I was talking to this pretty cool girl, but I think she got sucked into a black hole. I hope she's okay. ... Gentlemen, this has an 85% reply rate. Why? It's not the fact that you said the black hole thing, which I will admit does have some NLP in there. It's not the fact that you said, oh, I was talking to this cute girl, but I think she got sucked into a black hole. I think she's okay. It's the fact that you waited 2 weeks. Shows you're not needy, not trying to get her, not thirsty, which so many guys are. So that's the black hole template. I was talking to this cool girl, but I think she got sucked into a black hole. I hope she's okay. ... 85% of the time they'll reply back. Again, it's not because of the words, which are clever, it's mildly funny. She's pumped to hear that you're slightly concerned about her. It's the fact that you waited 2 weeks because this shows attractive qualities. You are not thirsty. You're not trying to get anything from her. You have other options, which is the biggest one. Would a guy with no options wait 2 weeks and not text her for one single second of those 2 weeks? No. A guy with no options does exactly what you shouldn't do, which is follows up with her, asks her if she's okay, waits like 2 days and then says, hey, so how was breakfast this morning? How you doing? And tries to follow up like a fucking pussy or a cuck fluffer who works in the porno industry, fluffing other dudes' cocks. You are not that guy. You are alpha. You are the prize. You are a girl magnet. Ask yourself, brother, what would I do if I were dating 4 girls and this chick stops texting me? I wouldn't text her back. I'd just be like, dude, you're on ice. You're in the jail cell. Do you need a stretcher? Because obviously you have some butthurt feelings, and I'm sorry, I'm not going to carry you off the field in that stretcher. Beat it, you seabass. Kick rocks with your head down. Don't let the door hit you with the good Lord split you, and you communicate that. They're your actions, gentlemen. You don't follow up and be like, oh, so this is how you roll? You don't text guys back? Well, that's fine. I don't care anyway. So I'll text you in 2 weeks, and we'll see if you want to readdress this. No, because then you're giving away your game plan, you idiot. Instead, you wait 2 weeks, black hole template her ass. 85% of the time they come back and you carry on as if nothing happened. Now, obviously, there's a lot of intricate details of this, that, and the third that could happen while you're speaking to her. And of course, when you're in my coaching program, you have access to me directly where you can ask me any question anytime, as well as the 700 veterans in the brotherhood community who are all working together to help each other to make the best decisions possible when it comes to texting, when it comes to dating, when it comes to dealing with these chicks, so that each of you guys can get guaranteed success and you are a member for life. For life. Imagine 700 coaches there to help you out. It's insane, dude, how much success we're getting. This is why the shit works, man. Not only are we addressing what's up here inside your head, not only am I teaching you the vault full of techniques that I have to teach you, but there's a community of other dudes holding you accountable, helping you out. There's brotherhoods that manifest in random cities throughout the United States, Australia, and England, where my guys are meeting each other, going out and yanking girl upon girl upon girl, yet you still haven't applied. And I don't understand it, bro. I am so butthurt by that. I think I'm the one who needs the stretcher. So, gentlemen, to reiterate, attraction is a spectrum from A to Z. The further you get along, meaning the more attraction you get, the more compliance you'll get. Compliance equals attraction. Attraction equals compliance. If she's not willing to go out with you, if she's not willing to text back and forth with you, there simply wasn't enough initial attraction. If she's obviously not willing to go on a date with you, again, there simply wasn't enough initial attraction. If she ghosts you, you show the attractive quality of not being needy by waiting 2 weeks and then texting her with that black hole template and then carrying on as if nothing happened. Then obviously on a high note, you use my template to get her on a date. Then once you're on the date, it's a first try gap, which is a skater terminology where you look at a gap, you have to ollie over and you're like, oh, that's a first try gap. Every single date, in my experience, as well as the experience of my brothers, is a first try gap. Once she's on that date, easy peasy. The real question is, do you know how to approach that girl and get her attracted to you at will? If you don't know how to do that, I teach it. And I'm very fucking good at what I do. We get the results, just like Ben did, going back to Finland and banging all those Finnish hotties. And his friends are like, what the fuck happened? You are 10 times better than you were before. And you were pretty damn good before. That's the level that my boys hit. I work with guys who are hard cases all the way to guys who are ready girl magnets. If you want to get better, I'm your dude. Why? NLP, neuro-linguistic programming. We deal with the shit that's going on inside your head. My question for you is, have you dealt with that yet? If not, I'm available to you. Hit the link in the description below, fill in the quick application. You and I are going to talk. Then if it makes sense, we're going to get on a free 1 hour, one-on-one breakthrough session, an NLP session where we identify all the bullshit that you've been through, why you're not getting the success that you want, and we're going to straight up tell you if we can help you. I am here to help men reach that next level, and I want to help you too, brother. All you have to do is apply. What are you waiting for? Do it right now. And by the way, if you get butthurt because I promote my shit, the The reason I promote it is because I believe in myself. If you have a problem with me promoting my shit, I question your security about your shit, meaning your confidence, your self-esteem. You should always self-promote, always think that your shit's the bomb. That's confidence. And when you're confident, you are successful. Don't forget that. Gentlemen, I do appreciate you listening. I drop podcasts on Mondays and Thursdays. This coming Thursday, I have a really good one that I know a lot of you guys want to hear. If you clicked on this because it was about texting, this one is going to be about texting as well. Should you get her Instagram or her phone number? What do you do when you get both? How do you get her locked in? And how do you use both to your unfair advantage? That's what we're going to talk about on Thursday. So I will see you in the next episode.